Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Fan, and we are so excited to introduce you to some of the fans behind your favorite fan accounts.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I am a huge Louis fan, and I am one half of Tomo Tours on Instagram. I am originally a One Direction fan to start, and then kind of from there, I kind of followed some of his early solo music, and then I was just busy with life and everything. And then once quarantine happened, I re-got into all of his music again, probably right before he dropped his album. I got back into him, and so it's just kind of kept up since then. I think I originally heard about One Direction. I heard them on the radio, and then kind of once I became on social media when I was like 12 or 13, that's whenever I actually was like really a fan of them and got into like the whole fandom stuff. But I definitely listened to their music prior to that as well. Probably be Defenseless, just because I definitely take like a lot of the same emotions from my own personal life and everything like that. Just from stuff that's happened to me in the past. I put my guard up a lot. And so like kind of being defenseless in a way is like pretty hard for me as well. So I relate to that song just so much. Really Defenseless as well, just because I just relate to it so much. Changes, which is one of his unreleased songs, is probably a very close second. So I'm really hoping he releases that one eventually. I'm one of two owners of Tomo Tours that kind of run it. We kind of joked that we were also like on tour. So from all his tour dates so far, I've been to 11 of them. Probably the favorite show I've been to, it would either be Austin, because that's my hometown show and I was very close to him for that, or Detroit, only because he read my sign and talked about it during the show, and it was a pretty stupid sign, but he talked about it nonetheless, so it was pretty special to me. The sign is asking if his bass player Matt was single, and Louis just happened to come across it. My favorite parts about running the account is that I've just kind of gotten to talk to a bunch of people. Louis is very big in Latin America and Mexico and everything like that. So I get a lot of messages in Spanish. And so I've kind of been able to pick up a little bit of Spanish. I can't speak it, you can't talk to me and I'll understand it, but I can kind of read it a little bit. So that's been fun. And then just kind of interacting with a bunch of people. Obviously on that account, not many people know that it's like me running it, but just kind of getting to talk to people and make those connections is a lot of fun. I would probably have Louis, obviously. And then Harry would be probably a very close second to Louis. And then I think my third would probably be 5 Seconds of Summer. Either the Bee Gees or Miley Cyrus, I feel like would be kind of a good mix for him. I'd love to see him with Miley just because I'm a big Miley fan as well. The artist I've seen the most time live, it's actually a tie between Louis and Harry right now. So I've seen both of them 11 times. My all-time favorite concert was probably Louis. There's been a couple shows where I've been like in the back of the pit, and that's probably whenever it's like most fun, whenever you're just like partying and you're not like sleep deprived from camping and you just get to have fun with like your friends and everything in the back. Like we did conga lines and mosh pits back there. So those are definitely a lot of fun. meeting a lot of people. Like whenever I'm like in line or whatever, I kind of try and talk to people around me and kind of get to know them as well, and you just kind of connect. I think I have like maybe about like 12 people that are pretty close to me that I didn't know prior to meeting them at concerts or whatever, and we still talk, but we live around the country. So the first one is we were traveling to go see Louis, and we accidentally crossed the Canadian border and got detained for a little bit. So that was definitely an adventure. The second one was I traveled to see Louis, and we got there a few days prior because we kind of wanted to have a nice little vacation and trip. And then he ended up staying at the same hotel as us, and like the whole band and crew and his opening all stayed there. So that was a little crazy